So everyone wants income, but not everyone wants to sell their stocks to get it. That's actually where covered call writing comes in. And it's also where a lot of people get it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to break down how covered calls work, when they make sense, the real risk involved, and why this is not something you should do casually or without professional guidance. So first, let's start. What is a covered call? At its core, a covered call is an income strategy. So you already own the stock, you sell a call option on that stock, and in exchange, you receive premium income up front. So that premium, or basically cash in your pocket, is yours to keep no matter what happens next. So if the stock stays below the stock price, you keep the shares and the income. If the stock rises above the strike price of the call option, your shares may be called away, meaning you have to sell them at that predetermined price. So it's a pretty simple concept, but it's a nuanced execution. So let's get to the question of why investors use covered calls. Well, covered calls are often used to generate recurring income. They're used to monetize stocks that one already owns. You can reduce portfolio volatility by using this strategy, and you can create cash flow in sideways or mildly bullish markets. And this is why a lot of people love them, is because you can essentially generate cash flow. However, this is not a get rich quick play. It's a cash flow strategy, not a moonshot strategy. But some of the risks that people don't talk about enough, and this is where we should take some time and slow down and focus a bit more. Covered calls do cap your upside. So if your underlying position, the stock itself, explodes higher, you don't fully participate in those gains. And you're also still exposed to the downside risk of that stock. So if the stock drops sharply, the premium only cushions the fall. It doesn't eliminate your losses. In addition to what I just said, there's also timing risk. You have tax implications. There are liquidity considerations. And then you have the call or the position being assigned to you at inconvenient times. So overall, this strategy rewards discipline and it punishes those that try to improvise. So you have to lay a strategy. You can't just wing it. And why does research matter? Not every stock is a good candidate for covered calls. You need to understand the volatility, basically the measure of change in price, earning cycles of the company, sector risk, your cost basis for the position, and long-term intent for the stock. Where do you see it going? Blindly executing the strategy and just selling covered calls because someone on YouTube said it works is actually how investors underperform. Your covered call strategy should align with your broader portfolio strategy, your income needs, your tax situation, and your overall risk tolerance. So I give you this video, but guidance matters, whether you're going to put in the work yourself or seek professional guidance. Option strategies are powerful, but they're not beginner tools. So working with a professional can help you. It can help you structure the trades intentionally. You can avoid overexposure. You can coordinate options with your overall tax planning, and you can decide when not to execute the strategy. At my firm, Fortitude Financial, we actually view covered calls as one tool in a much larger toolbox, not a one-size-fits-all solution. So you really have to evaluate your overall strategy. Covered call can be a smart way, covered call writing can be a smart way to generate income if you use the strategy correctly. But the goal isn't just income. The goal is durable, repeatable, risk-aware wealth building. If you want to understand whether covered calls actually make sense for your portfolio, that conversation matters more than the strategy itself. So if you're curious about income strategies that fit into a real financial plan, not just a trade, you can visit our website at the link in the description, fortitudefinancial.co, or you can book a free conversation with someone from our team. Smart money doesn't chase strategies, it builds systems. Appreciate you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.